Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Sean here with a video to discuss the updates we have to the Aquawizard Audiowizard sound system. It is now on revision 3000. Very exciting. And in fact, I'm using it right now. Yay! So I'm just going to give a quick little overview of what my mustache sounds like when I scrape it like this, and I'll give an overview of what it is. Here we go. Here we go. That's OBS. Thank you. I'm very good at this. All right. So I've got this sketch. Let's start theoretical here. And let's zoom in. Let's reveal it in the Finder here. Okay. Open. I don't want Acrobat. That's for work. Okay, there we go. And I can't get Acrobat to not open stuff. It's so nuts. I probably have to change like a code configuration file, like Windows. Okay, so basically the update to the Aquawizard sound system is actually to use some older hardware and use this MacBook as not the audio controller, basically. Basically, when I was doing audio stuff for other Aquawizard practices, I would just use my laptop and it would do all of the things. And so it would run kind of slow, and I'd be trying to load up lyrics, and we're like we're doing all of the things on my laptop, and it got a little like, what if I freed up resources on my laptop to do other things? And then just so I was doing some tests, and I realized, you know what? I could use my 2008 MacBook, the one, yes, I got in 2008, and use it as the audio controller. And it turns out it works just fine. So the only thing about it is we will not be able to simulate the effects while we're recording live, which might be a good thing, because then basically we'll need to sound as good as possible while we're recording, and then it'll just sound even better while, in the mixing stage later. So I wanted to record this video. I recorded it, and it turns out my laptop just it doesn't work very well when it comes to like recording, screen recording and video recording stuff. Like, I just don't really goof around with video much, as you could probably tell. But I am interested in it. I kind of like being a little bit ignorant because I don't know, it's just a different way to interact with stuff. But anyway, in terms of audio, let me kind of introduce it here. So we'll still plug into this basically the same way we did before, but one thing about our practice routine is we use amp simulators. Otherwise, guitars don't sound that great. Like, and I don't even have a great setting on it right now, but like that's passable. It's okay, but if you have an amp simulator, you can kind of tell I'm just plugged directly in. There's a little bit of a speaker simulator on, but it doesn't. If you get a really good amp simulator, you can tell. It's like, oh, that sounds like a good rock and roll guitar amp. Like, it has a very specific sound. So my idea, this is such a downgrade in technology, but is maybe we can borrow Brad's audio interface and have him run some amp simulator processing on just Brad and I's guitar. I don't know. We'll see if that works. But everything else can just go directly in, and it won't sound as good as we did before, but it'll make us work harder to make it sound good, as good as possible when we're playing it live. Andrew will still just plug in directly. We'll still have all individual headphone mixes, and yeah, I'm gonna try to get as many mics on Mark's drums as I can. And then the cool thing about having this be on a different device as my, current MacBook is maybe we'll be able to do kind of what I'm doing right now to record this. We might be able to stream this. I did for the Aquawizard band YouTube page. I thought that I had requested streaming before. I guess not. So I have to wait 24 hours to test that stream. I'm curious to see if that works. Might be limited by my home bandwidth. Anyway, I know that Andrew's got pretty good bandwidth, and maybe we can get a wired connection. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud here. But let me get to this part where we're going to be using the old MacBook basically as a tape machine and a little headphone mixer. So let me swap some stuff over here and get my preview monitor up. Got it. Cool. Oh, this stream is going so much better than the one I had yesterday. So let me Moses some stuff right on over here. There we go. All right. Oh, let me adjust my mic so you don't stay on mic here. So this is going to be our tape machine controller. Let me briefly explain how it's going to work. This is the transport control. What that means is, and I'm just going to try, oh, I don't know. I like having my preview monitor up. Sorry, I'm just goofing around here. Okay, anyway, so this will be our tape machine transport control. And so I can press play. I can stop it. That's fun. I can rewind. And it behaves like a tape machine. Like, oh, we'll have to sit and rewind the tape here. Okay. All right. All right, let's play it from there. Sweet. And I'll also be able to control tape playback levels individually. So I can, this is our reference track here, and I can bring in the click track. And that's pretty much all this thing is going to do. It's going to, we'll press record when we want to record. It'll record everything because it's a tape machine. I guess I can go in and arm individual tracks like you do on a tape machine, but whatever. We'll have plenty of space to record, and yep, it's pretty neat. This is coming off, this is playback off of my old MacBook. Like, as long as it doesn't have to process a lot of stuff, it works just fine. Like, it's mostly just audio effects processing that it can't really handle. Especially guitar amps are pretty beefy in terms of how much resources they take. So, cool. I hope that is kind of interesting. It's okay if it's not interesting, but I think it's interesting. I do have to work on, I think, the scroll wheel. Let's see, you can't really see it, but there's a transport time on these faders, or yeah, on these little displays. And so I can, from this angle, I can kind of see that I'm scrolling back. So let me see if I can scroll back. What does this do? Does this do the same thing? It does. It's a little slower. Is it? Maybe it's not. There's also zoom. You can't even see what it's doing, but if I zoom out, I think it scrolls faster. I don't know. I'll have to kind of play around with this and like get used to treating it like a tape machine, you know? Oh, there, it jumped right back to the big... Or no, it didn't. It jumped back pretty far. Oh, that's cool. Actually, that's not bad.
1, 2, 3,
That'll be fun.
4.
Yep. And we will be able to use markers, but right now the marker button is kind of glitchy, and it kind of... I don't know what the deal is. I got to figure that out. I think I'm not using the right settings, which is kind of... It's whatever. But yeah, scroll and zoom, and I guess the master... That adjusts the master level. Channel, you can pick other channels to adjust, but the only... Well, now it's not even working. Bank over. There we go. Trust me, this'll work fine. Let's scoot on over to the QMix controller. All right, here we are. We are at the QMix controller. You can't really see very much because I don't have lighting stuff, but... And what's really fun about the iPad... Here. There. You don't really need to see all. What's really fun about the iPad is that when you touch it, it kind of adds some noise to this microphone. You hear that? What's up with that, man? I think it's because it's like an antenna, and I have a ground loop, so there's like this antenna that's picking up this like EMF noise, and actually what it is it's like high frequencies. It's sonics from ultrasonics, where there's like all this like high frequency noise that's like affecting the audible noise range, and your finger capacitance is... You're becoming like a big antenna. Anyway, that was super nerdy. It looks like I'm getting a lot of rendering lag. Oh, but the encoding is fine. Okay. As long as encoding is good, I'm going to be happy. I'm talking about the OBS metrics. So anyway, I know you can't really see it, but this is the QMix... Nope, not that. This is the QMix headphone mix guy. So when you can, I'm quiet. You can't hear me right now because I'm turned down. But if I turn myself up a little bit more, now I'm still too quiet, but you can hear me a little bit better, maybe. And if I keep turning it up, then you can hear me. That's pretty cool. And you can hear the guitar. Wait. Yeah, rock and roll. Cool. Oop. Just to prove it's not a trick, the closer I get to stuff, the more noise it makes. And by doing that, I have unveiled my secret back here. As you can see, sort of, and sort of kind of see back here. This is super uncomfortable for me to be here. My speaker is in the way because I can't position my laptop in a ideal location. So I'm just gonna have the mic. I'm just gonna have the mic on camera so you know that I'm still here. This is a terrible shot. I love it. All right. Okay. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Okay, let's check it out. So, as you can see, way back here, I got this little guy here, and this is the software that this thing is controlling. So if I turn this down, you can. Okay, and now I'm coming back, and you can see it in you can see that move on the iPad. So that's pretty neat. It's supposed to do that, right? So this could be a neat way for us to do stuff. And then also on here is that tape machine that I was talking about earlier. So if I goof around with the fader port, what's happening is this thing, as you can see, that this is what's happening. So let me, there we go. You can, I'm moving the scroll wheel. You might be able to hear that in the background, kind of. And if I press play, there we go. Now you can see the waveforms, kind of. So it's not a trick. It's just it's a magic trick, is what it is. It's not like I'm not trying to. Oh wait, I can turn it this way. I'm not trying to trick anybody. I'm just trying to. I can't remember what I was trying to do, but record, monitor like 4 different things at the same time. Maybe have a live stream going. It just seems like it'll be fun. Maybe. And I think if we do it this way, it won't stink. Like, yeah. And what I mean by that is, it won't be so much of a pain. Like, we'll be able to focus on our own parts and just be like, all right, I'm gonna move the tape over here. We might even just write down. What I'm thinking is we might just write down time code. I think I was a little inspired by the way that we worked in Caleb McCoach's when we worked on that album, and we went to the. Why don't I just move this over, because you don't really need to see that. You probably want to watch GoldenEye, don't you? Well, too bad, I'm in the way. If I go like this, then you get a good view there. Okay, here. Compromise. I'll move over here. There we go. And you can also see the guitar. Why not? You don't need to see my face. That's fine. All right. Or I guess I could kind of be in the shot. So I'm trying not to cover up GoldenEye too much. But yeah, I think it'll be fun to have some stuff. We'll do some Aquawizard things. Yeah, we'll pretend like we're recording to like a tape machine, and it'll be fun. So, yeah, that pretty much concludes this test of the Aquawizard Audiowizard sound system 3000. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope everything worked out okay this time. And yeah, I'll see you on the flip side.